11 years ago, I was lucky enough to obtain thermal footage of a Sasquatch in East Texas, spying on us and our bonfire from behind a woodpile. Three years later, I returned to the habituation site, spending nights in my rental car in the backyard. On the final night, although I wasn't aware of it, my audio recorder told me that the car was bounced around at one point. The next morning, I discovered these fingerprints on the hatchback window, made by fingers smaller than my own. They had a peculiar shape, elongated at the end. Whether with nail or flesh, I couldn't tell. Also, another feature was clearly visible, these striations here on the edge. Our fingers don't possess those. In 2017, Ohio researcher Snow White Bigfoot captured these prints on her garage door's window. For background on her long interaction with the local Sasquatch group, watch some or all of the 100 hours of her video diary entries. I've linked her channel below. With her good camera and applying perfect lighting, she was able to photograph the two fingertips in exquisite detail. Notice these striations running crosswise, quite similar to those showing in Texas in 2011. But now here's a real puzzler. The end of the finger looks like a nail, but how could it press flat enough against the hard surface to leave such a clear result? Checking back for a closer look at my old image, I see that the extended portion, as in hers, seems to occur after a separating line, just like a nail would. But again, how could this physically work in an imprint situation? And the Texas example shows continuous scoring here on the edge, suggesting that the supposed nail is in fact further flesh. Snow White Bigfoot also photographed a second print on the glass, showing the same striations, as well as another apparent fingernail. But again, I just don't understand how a nail would join the print on the same plane. For a possible hint, we can look to the great apes. The fingers of especially the orangutan and the gorilla are similarly tapered. Just last week, in July of 2019, Snow White Bigfoot found another set of prints on her car, this time dirty. These two seem to be the fatty part of the fingertips, displaying a fine-grained whorl pattern and a smear in the mud, as though the visitor was finger painting. Nearby on the glass, a partial palm print. I'm so glad that this woman is a professional photographer. I doubt that there exists anywhere in the world a more vivid and anatomically faithful record of Sasquatch dermal ridges. It's going to take an expert on palm ridge patterns to decipher the subtle differences between our two species.